Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas. Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejados.
Because this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness.
Hello, everyone. I'm Alicia.
I'm Nathan.
And I'm Kaitlyn.
And welcome to episode 78 of Adventures and Mousecapades.
This week, we're taking a deep dive into Eastern European geopolitics and the influences of ancient Viking culture on the Rus and Slavic peoples of the area, specifically the unification of these cultures under Rurik in the mid-800s. All right, let's dive in.
Yeah, school didn't prepare me for that.
Well,
I'm just not interested
Go
in
Vikings!
nice. Well, it seems I may be the only one here even remotely interested in that topic. So instead, I'd like to welcome Alicia and Kaitlyn back home, back to the U.S., back to this hemisphere from your whirlwind 10 days in Paris. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
It's great to see you again.
It's good to see you.
Yeah. So while you were there, we'll have a bunch of episodes about the Paris experience, the Parisian experience. And,
Oh la la.
and baguettes and
Croissant.
and all sorts of fun stuff. But today what we wanted to talk about was Pride Night, because June is Pride Month. Happy Pride, y'all. And yeah, Disneyland Paris had Pride Night while you guys were over there, and I'd love to hear more about it. So let's find out what was so cool about Pride Night.
Okay. Well, Pride Night at Disneyland Paris is what's considered an after-hours separately ticketed event. And they held it on June 17th this year. And I found tickets for it. There's actually two ticket price points on this one. There was one where you just get in at the regular time, which was 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. And if you wanted to, you could get an additional or different ticket to get into the parks at 4 p.m. Into the park, because it was only at the Walt Disney Studios park.
Okay. So it's not like the after hours events that we've been to here in the U.S. where you just get to get in early. Like the event starts at, say, 7 or 8 o'clock, then you get to get in automagically at 5 or 4 or something like that. You actually had to pay extra to do that.
There's an additional fee on top of the ticketed fee if you wanted to come in early.
Got it. Which you guys did not do.
We did not do. One of the interesting things was, however, when we got up to the gate and showed our tickets, the lady's like, "Oh, you could have come in earlier. You paid more." And I'm like, "I did not." She's like, "How much did you pay?" And I told her, she's like, "No, you paid more." Oh, I did not. It actually said on my thing, standard ticket. So she just read it wrong, I guess. I don't know.
Weird.
But we got different colored wristbands for that.
Got pink ones instead
bright
of
pink
like
instead of yellow.
orange or yellow, whatever it was.
That's cool. Maybe she was just trying to do you a solid
I don't know.
after the fact, because it
I
really
guess.
didn't do you any good at
it
that point.
No.
The history of Pride Night, is this a new event? Do you know?
Not at Disneyland Paris.
Okay.
The first one that they had, I believe, was in 2019. And Disneyland Paris is the first official Disney Pride Night
Got
at
it.
one of the parks. There have been a lot of just, I guess, grassroots Pride events.
Yeah.
They were called like Gay Days in
Yep.
Disney World and Disneyland.
Yep.
Disneyland in Anaheim held their very first Pride event sanctioned by Disney this year as well. And I think that was maybe a couple of days before the Paris one.
Yeah, I think that was the 13th and 15th of June were the ones in California.
Oh, did they do two?
Yeah, they had two
Oh,
nights.
nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, I will say, just anecdotally, I ran into like a Gay Days weekend inadvertently. I was in Orlando for a conference. This must have been 2005 or 6. And we were checking into a hotel. I was staying off property over by, it was one of the hotels, I think it was the Hilton or something like that, over by where Disney Springs is, or downtown Disney still at the time. And there were some very, very flamboyant people in the lobby. It was so amazing. And just like, there was this literally like 6'7" black guy, just completely ripped in just these little like boy shorts,
Booty shorts.
and no shirt. And he had like these like knee-high like athletic socks pulled up. I think they're rainbow. I can't remember. And he was on roller skates.
That's
Oh
awesome.
my gosh, that's the best thing ever.
And there was a mom and dad and probably middle schooler or early high schooler from like the Midwest. And dad was having nothing of it. And he was going off on the staff of like, I can't believe you'd expose blah, 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 blah. I'm just like, wow, dude, open up your horizons.
And there's skimpier bathing suits.
Oh, yeah.
At the pools.
Right.
So, yeah.
On a non-gay day.
Exactly.
Like,
It doesn't matter. Yep.
anyhow, so the gay days have been a grassroots thing, like you've said, for a long time. It's really awesome to see Disney kind of leaning into that a little bit more officially.
Yeah. And there's been other grassroots event type things, like Dapper Days is not a Disney event. I believe there's actually a biker event that happens as well. And they'll like all come in their jackets and everything.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Neat.
Lots of different things.
Very cool. Okay, so Disneyland Paris is trailblazing in the official Pride events that are going on globally with Disney. And this was the 2023 Pride Night at Disneyland Paris. So what was special about this event? Like, typically an after hours event has a theme, like it's either around a holiday or some like special character experience, like villain night or something like that. What made Pride Night Pride Night?
Well, I mean, it was celebrating pride. It's people able to be their authentic selves and feel safe in the park, knowing that everyone else there was able to be themselves,
Right.
and not have to worry about
The Midwestern guy who's
or I don't know, just people.
yeah.
No, it was fun because like when you walked into the first like Studio One building, the whole basically like runway thing was all rainbow, and then
Had a
there was
rainbow
like
carpet.
disco balls and spotlights going everywhere, and like the music was so fun. Like you could just tell that everyone there was so joyful and happy, and it was so great.
So it's kind of like the vibes. Like
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was
Yes, it was amazing.
Yeah, it was really good.
come for the rides, have a snack, stay for the vibes.
Yep.
Awesome. Were there any special characters out and about that you saw?
There were characters out. I don't know if they had special outfits or not. There was a long line for most of them.
Okay.
Like I know Stitch had an insanely long line, and I don't know if he had an outfit on or not. During the parade, they did have special outfits on.
Okay.
And it was pretty awesome. Very sparkly rainbow, like iridescent, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. They had some PR press shots of the Pride Night stuff that was going on in California. And there was definitely like a special outfit that all the characters had. That it sounds kind of similar.
Well, I think I didn't see Mickey or Minnie anywhere except for in the parade.
Yeah.
There were characters out, like some of the Avengers were out. We saw the Incredibles. Emil was out over in Ratatouille area, and Stitch. And who
then
else was
inside that studio area, there was Daisy and Donald, and
there? Oh,
then
that's right.
Chippendale, or in France they say tick
Tick
and
and
tack.
Did we ever figure out who's Tick and who's Tack?
No, I mean you always say Chippendale, so I'm guessing tick is Chip,
Chip.
and tack is Dale.
Got it.
So
Got it.
Actually, at the end of the night, I did get a picture of Daisy and Donald and Tick and Tack. Oh, and there was
and
the
the-
lady chipmunk.
yeah,
Clarice?
Oh.
I think it's Clarice.
That's
Something like that.
well, Clarabelle's the cow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, Daisy and Donald were in special outfits.
Okay.
Daisy's wearing pink and Donald has a rainbow hat on.
Very cool.
Yeah. And I don't know if I had Chip and Dale on here. Oh yeah, I did. They're up there. Oh my gosh. Yes, they have they have visors on and tank tops.
Very cool. That seems quite on brand for Tick and Tack or Chippendale. to be in tank tops. That's awesome. Did you guys get a chance to actually like get a photo op with any of the characters?
We tried.
We tried to get one with Mr. Incredible, but I had the camera turned the wrong way, so that didn't work out.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We got somebody else though.
I don't think we did.
Oops. Oh well.
Were there long lines? Like how? I
Yeah.
guess that's another tangential but related topic. Like, what were the crowds like? You know, we just had a podcast episode that we put up, and at least domestically, us and other folks are lamenting how busy these after hours events have become. What was Pride Night like?
There was a lot of people there. However, they had a stage and they had 3 entertainment guests. Well, 2. It was supposed to be 3.
Well, it was 4.
4.
It
It ended up being 3.
being-
I guess large name entertainment guests. We wouldn't know any of them because they're European
Yeah.
pop artists and whatnot. And so they had the stage there and they were doing sets throughout the night. And that pulled a lot of people over to that area.
Got it.
Which is nice. The overall ride times I thought were fairly low.
Okay.
I think Crush's Coaster, we saw it get up to maybe 40.
It was definitely up to like an hour.
Or was it?
So,
Okay.
like in the middle of the night. But
The Ratatouille ride, did we go on it that evening?
yeah, it was like a walk on.
Yeah.
So
Got it. So it was kind of hit and miss on.
Yeah, it just depends on where you were, where you went. And it was open until 2 a.m., but we did not stay that late. We were quite tired just
Yeah.
from other stuff happening. I think we left around, 11 or so? Yeah, we were waiting there was supposed to be some big dance party on the stage. And we had seen the prior evening them testing some of the projection stuff on the Hollywood Tower Hotel. And so we're like, we want to stick around for that. We didn't get to stay that late.
Got it.
And I think Kaitlyn, you and Sinai left a little earlier or just hightailed it back and I was taking my time. And I got over to the bus stop and I look over and there's all the projections happening on
Oh no.
Hollywood Tower Hotel. It's like, oh well.
no, they said like the dance party was, I don't know, like, so we were waiting there for like half an hour and
Yeah.
nothing had been happening. So we're like, whoa.
Yeah, it was on the schedule of when it was supposed to happen.
Oh, and they were late.
And it just wasn't happening. Yeah.
Got it. Bummer.
Yeah.
Bummer.
One of the things we did when we got in, we danced on the rainbow carpet road a little bit and went over to the store to get merch.
Right.
They had, specifically for Pride Night, they had a t-shirt, they had a fan, a tumbler. I think that was it specific.
They had a lanyard.
And a
too.
lanyard. And that was just available on Pride Night.
Got it.
And I got a t-shirt, Kaitlyn got a lanyard and a fan.
Nice.
And just because of prior events that we've gone to, special events, where we've missed out on the merch because we weren't there right at the beginning. I was like, we needed to go there right at the beginning.
Yeah.
We didn't need to do that. They had it all over the parks,
Oh,
all
wow.
different areas. It wasn't just one thing. There were t-shirts all over and yeah, but we were in line for, I don't know, maybe a half hour. So it seemed
Ish.
to be a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we needed food.
Yes.
So we went down to the restaurant right across the way. I think I got a chicken sandwich and we had the Pride cupcake.
That was going to be my next question. Like, what are the special snacks that they have out?
They didn't have anything just giving people. Like there's no
Okay, sure.
popcorn and water and stuff
Yeah,
you had
yeah.
to buy thing. There was a cupcake and I think there was like a cake pop or something and that was it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, but the cupcake looked gorgeous. It did not really taste very good though.
Oh. What kind of cupcake was it supposed to be?
It was a vanilla cupcake and had a berry filling. I don't know if it was strawberry or
It
raspberry.
was raspberry.
Yeah.
And then there was like
White chocolate.
a white chocolate hard shell on the outside.
Kaitlyn, not your favorite thing?
No.
And the parade went by. We missed, unfortunately, a fair amount of the parade because we were eating.
Oh.
But we saw some of it, and it looked like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So what rides were you able to knock off that night?
We got on Crush, didn't
Yep,
we?
we got on Crush.
That was really
That was
fun.
really fun. Yeah. We did web slingers.
Ratatouille. We did the little car spin thing.
Yes. You and Sanaya got on the parachute drop.
Yep. No. I just
What?
yeah. Didn't realize how high it went. But it was funny, Sanaya. I didn't know this about her, but she's apparently afraid of heights. And so we got up there. She's like, Kaitlyn,
Oh
I
no.
can't do this. And I'm like, well, we're going back down. So
Gravity works that way.
yep.
Oh, we went on magic carpet ride
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Magic carpets of Aladdin. Yeah.
We sat and watched the RC car, like the track thing in like a U, and then like they go up to the top and then go fall back down and then go up that. Yeah.
We're all like, nope.
It looked so terrifying. You just hear everyone scream. It's like, oh yeah, maybe not.
It's kind of like a Viking ship thing that you see
Yeah.
over here. Okay.
But it seemed to go higher.
Yeah, well, we went really high, like all the way up to the top.
Yeah, there was people that were, I swear they were over 90 or I don't
Yeah.
know, 90 degrees.
Wow.
Yep.
No,
So Sanaya definitely wasn't up for that one.
no, yeah. Mm-mm.
What other special things about the evening stick out in your mind?
I think the thing that was really very different was the entertainment that was there. When we were out there just waiting for something to happen, they also had lights. I don't know what else to call it. Like there's some fog areas and the lights were shining through in rainbow colors. And it was just absolutely stunning. Very gorgeous. I got so many pictures of that. When we were in the Avengers area, there was Captain Marvel. We saw Captain Marvel and Black Widow, and they were teaching people how to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, just seeing everybody was so happy and just stoked to be there. And there are some awesome outfits people were wearing too. Yeah.
I know. I think it was at the beginning of the night, but we saw someone in like full drag, but it was Ursula. And
Wow.
it was so cool.
There was like somebody had a cape on. It was, I guess, like white tulle or something like that, but it had lights embedded in it in the
wow.
rainbow, and they were like twirling around in it. It was really fun.
Neat.
Yeah, lots of tutus.
Glitter.
Lots of
There was
glitter,
lots of glitter.
Would you do it again?
I mean, yes. I don't know about Paris one. I mean, I would. Yes,
Yeah.
I would. But I just feel like looking at some of the pictures and the videos from the Anaheim one, that one looked a lot more fun.
Interesting.
And like there was more stuff going on rather than just like one parade and then characters around the park. And then I feel like the main thing at Paris was the musical guests, which I think would have been fun if I knew who the people were.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I feel like that was the main thing that was happening. So I think I would have liked going to the Anaheim Pride, like Disney, better.
Yeah. Do you think dealing with the time change and the fact that you guys left kind of like 2.5, 3 hours before the thing ended, do you think that may have changed your perception of it a little? Like if you weren't so dead tired?
Probably. I mean,
I don't know, because that day we didn't do anything in the
No.
morning, and like
we were still tired.
yeah.
been doing a lot of stuff.
I don't know.
I was uncomfortable walking around. Just like my knees hurt, my legs hurt, and there was nowhere to sit down.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I remember, and we'll cover this a little bit in our future episodes, but you've been mentioning that it felt like Orlando kind of hot when you were there. And there was none of the venues, none of the hotels, like nobody had air conditioning. So there was no respite from hot and muggy.
Nope.
So yeah, that'll definitely drain you for sure. For sure. If you had to give some feedback to Disney on what could have been better at Disneyland Paris's Pride Night, what would you like to see them do?
I feel like because I know there was like the Halloween after hours event that we went to sometime, and they had like mini parades or like character things that they would like do like a tiny show or something, just like
The
maybe
cavalcade type
every
things.
hour or like something like that. If they had that there, I think that would have made it a lot more fun, just have another thing to do, because I feel like it was just that one parade in the beginning that we kind of missed most of it.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, I think more character stuff like that, where it's just going through the park and being able to see. Of course, you always want to have the meet and greets, the character meet and greets, and they did have those. A couple of them were very busy, and some of them weren't really busy at all. And there were characters just walking around as well.
Okay.
But I do think having additional parades, especially for an event that goes that long,
Yeah.
Right.
to only have one parade 45 minutes into the start of it.
There wasn't even another one on the schedule?
No, it was just the one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least like domestically, you'll see, like the Boo to You parade.
Twice.
Now I have that stuck in my head. That goes twice every evening.
And they also have the villain spectacular going on in front of the castle as well. So
Yeah.
there's 2 event things usually.
Right.
And this one just had the parade.
And I mean, I
And the
guess there
entertainment
was
guests.
the light show, I guess.
Right.
But
Oh, the dance party that
that didn't happen. And
Yeah.
I don't know. If that stuff happened, I guess, either earlier in the night or on the
time?
regular schedule, or just happened more than once in the evening, I think it would have made it better.
Yeah.
But
Do you know what was on the schedule for later in the evening?
let me see if
I
I can
think-
pull it up.
most of it was just like, this next musical guest come on at this time, because there were 4 of them. Well, there were supposed to be 4 of them. Only 3 of them happened. But that was.
And you
pretty much it.
better like Eurovision
Yeah.
to really know who's going to be on the stage.
Dude, if there were some Eurovision people up there, Sanaya would have been vibing.
So Callum Scott was supposed to be, I guess, one of the big names, and he was the one that was not there.
Oh, I'd have an opinion if I knew who that was.
I met somebody on the bus on the way back, and she had got tickets just to go see him.
Oh,
Yeah, so she wasn't super happy.
yikes. Okay, so we've kind of covered kind of most of what was going on. I think we've got some good constructive feedback. It sounds like it was a lot of fun, good times. Could have been more.
Yeah.
Jet lag didn't help. Yeah. In summary, it sounds like you'd do it again.
It was a good event. There could have been additional things that would have made it a great event.
Yeah.
But having something like that where, like I said, people can come and not worry about them being their authentic selves is a big deal. And just the joy on everybody's faces, walking in, seeing the rainbow carpet, seeing the disco ball, all the lights around there. There were many exclamations of just happiness and people just dancing right when they came in. We had a good view for dinner because it was right at the window. It was right at the start of all of that.
Yeah, you got to
And
see everyone's reaction,
Yeah.
seeing like, oh my gosh, it's so much happening.
That's cool.
It was fun.
Great. Well, thank you two for joining me.
Yeah.
And thank you for coming home eventually. And with that, let's cover some legal mumbo jumbo, shall we?
Let's do it. We are not affiliated with Disney and we are not travel agents. While we can offer our opinions and suggestions, we recommend working with a travel agent to plan your perfect vacation.
If you have questions or suggestions, or would like to be interviewed on our show to share your Disney experiences, please send an email to podcast@ourmousecapades.com.
Follow us on socials at Our Mousecapades, and please take a moment, rate and review us in your podcast app to help people find us.
Thanks for listening. We'll be in your ears next week.
Thank you for flying Star Tours. Bye-bye.